I am just getting everything ready for dinner. We are having spaghetti and meatballs with meat sauce. And I'm not making a homemade sauce, it's just jar. And we have spaghetti for Dave and Brooke and rotini for me and Justin. Me and Justin don't like spaghetti, and I really couldn't tell you why, because I mean, you know, it's all the same, supposedly. But once I mix the meatballs and finish making them, they go on this pan right here so that the grease can drain through. Then they go in the oven. If I was making a homemade sauce, I would just make the meatballs and put them right in the sauce and let them cook along with the sauce all day. Alright guys, I'm going to start making the meatballs for the spaghetti and meatballs. This pan over here has sausage I just took out of the casing and hamburger for the meat sauce. So I don't measure anything, so I don't know how much I have, but there's my hamburger. To that, I'm going to add some garlic. I'm going to put about a tablespoon. A little bit of pepper. Some parsley. If you have fresh parsley, definitely use that because that's the best. But I do not. Onion powder. Italian seasoning. About a teaspoon of mustard, Dijon if you have it, but I am out of it, so I'll just use regular mustard. Parmesan cheese. A weird ingredient, grape jelly. I used to put raisins in them, but Dave does not like the raisins in his meatballs for some odd reason. But it tastes really good, so if you never had raisins in your meatballs, you should try it. Probably about a tablespoon. Yeah, I wouldn't put any more than a tablespoon. And then breadcrumbs. I forgot the milk, so I'm going to add it now. About a half a cup. Alright, so I added the breadcrumbs and now I'm just shaping them. Then I have the oven preheated to 350. And I'm going to cook them for 20 minutes on one side and then flip them and cook them for another 20 minutes. And then here's the sausage and hamburger. That's almost done. Okay, in the oven they go. That's all drained. And I'm going to take some olive oil and just drop a little bit in each one of my pans. Usually we have garlic bread with it, but I found these at Walmart. They are cheese rolls and they look very good. And I was thinking, so that I don't have to listen to my family complain, about not having any garlic bread. Because, you know, they can't just try something and like it, which they will like these, but they'll still complain. So I thought I would slice them open and make a garlic butter spread to put on them, and then just stick them under the broiler for a couple. Alright, our sausage is good, so I'm going to add a little bit of sauce. And then I'm going to cover that. And turn the heat off. I have a half a stick of butter that I just put in the microwave on. Actually, my microwave has it has a button for softening butter, which is weird. I've never seen that before, but I just did that. But if yours doesn't have that, just put the butter in there for like 10, 12 seconds. Yeah, like 12 seconds. And then I forgot to tell you guys, the oil that I put in the water with the pasta was a mixture of lemon, garlic, and basil. And I did that just for a little flavoring. And because I think it helps the pasta not stick. So I just put a little bit of sauce in there so it doesn't dry out. And I'm going to cover that because we are not ready for dinner yet. And here's the thing too, I cooked this probably about 3 to 4 minutes less than I normally would, because when it's sitting in the pot and you cover it, it continues to cook, and I don't want mushy pasta. So I'm going to add a little bit of sauce in that. Same thing, just so it doesn't dry out. It needs a little more sauce. If my grandmother could see me using jarred sauce, oh, it wouldn't be good. Alright, so there's the bowl that I had the butter in. And I just added a spoonful of garlic. Really, it's just as much as you want to put in. And then I put a little bit of garlic powder. And I'm just going to smush it all together. So I cut the rolls in half, and I started spreading the butter garlic, or what do you call it? Garlic butter spread on it. Now it is time to flip the meatballs. I hate this line that gets in the camera. What is the deal with that? It's the light. I can't do nothing about it. So I'm just gonna flip them all. I'm just going to finish these off with some Parmesan cheese. And then when it gets closer to the time we're going to eat, I'll just throw it under the broiler and watch it so that they don't burn. And I just put the rest of the sauce in a pan and put it on the stove on low to keep it warm until Dave gets home. There it is, guys. All done. This is Dave's plate, and he's gonna be late tonight, so I didn't make his bread yet. But that's pretty much it. And I'll put the bread on when he gets home. Hope you guys enjoyed.